Hi, welcome to Cloud Institution, the YouTube channel, the best software training institute. So today we are going to discuss what is Azure. So what is Azure Disk and Size? Azure Disk Storage is a cloud-based and high-performance and durable block storage service designed for use with Azure Virtual Machine. It provides preset storage that remains intact even after VM termination. Azure offers several disk type Ultra Disk, Premium SSD, and Standard HDD, each suited for different workload based on performance and cost. Disk size range from 4 GB to 64 GB, and users can choose based on the performance needed like IOPS and throughput. Azure Disk support the features like encryption, snapshot, scalability, and making them ideal for application, database, and backup storage in enterprise environment. So when you're talking about the disk, in this, there are lots of this that is premium, standard HDD, and everything. So the full form of SSD is like solid state drive. Okay. So the main difference between the premium and the standard means in the premium case, it will be like an S less capacity it will be there. But when you're talking about the standard, it will be having high performance and the prices also varies. The premium will be having less, but when you're talking about standard, it will be having higher payment. And also imagine these can be setted. That means if you want to create a virtual machine, either you want to select disk, that means it is very compulsory to select disk as well as size also. Okay, so what we are going to do is we'll select a size and disk for each and operating system. So you already know there are two types of operating system which you are going to learn is Ubuntu and Windows Server. So either you can select a Windows Server or Ubuntu Server. Okay, so at that point you can use premium SSD or a standard SSD in case of disk size. But when you're talking about the size, there are limited. There is a maximum and there is a minimum. Okay. So when you're talking about Ubuntu server, the minimum size is zero point 0.5. So after zero point 0.5, you can easily you can easily select the sizes as per your usage also. But according to that, your price is also various. But when you're talking about Windows server, the price is like the minimum, the prices also get differs. Why? Because the size is little bit larger. Why? Because in Windows server, the minimum size is 3.5. So in order to use 3.5, when you're going to use 1 GB or 1.5, you can create, but it can't be deployed or it can be operate a proper way. So I'll show you the demo. How can we change the size and the disk? Okay. So I'll create a virtual machine. So I'm going to create a virtual machine. You can see. So first, imagine I'm going to create a Windows server. Okay. So, okay. Or else we can create Ubuntu server. Okay. So the Ubuntu server is 22.04. So the maximum size is 1 GB. Okay. And also I'll show you the price changes. So I'll just create a resource group. I'll give VM1. Okay. So when I'm using 1 GB, you can see the price is that means $1,070. Okay, right? But when I'm using Windows Server, you can see the changes also. So the Windows Server, the minimum capacity is 3.5. Okay, without changing that Windows Server itself, without changing the size itself, you can change the price various also. So when I'm converting it to 3.5, you can see the price change into $8,866 also. Okay, so imagine I'm going to change the disk size. So to change the disk, you can see disk is over here, right? So when you click disk option, you can see right now it is in premium. It will show it adds a premium. So when I'm changing this premium into standard SSD, you can see the price is also various into 8,025. So this is how you select a particular Windows server as well as Ubuntu server as per your usage and everything. So imagine I'm going to use a Ubuntu server. Okay, instead of using Windows server, I'll change into 1 GB. So when you try to change into 1 GB, you can see it changed into $1,070. So according to your person, means according to your usage and everything, the price is also various and the capacity of the size as well as the disk also get various. Okay. So If you like our channel, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And for more information, contact Cloud Institution. Thank you.